the opening bell comes up. We're at about 25.21, 25.15. This is absolutely flat as they come. The Sensex, okay, now in the red, but barely so. The Sensex at about 81,700. Again, it's absolutely flat, down about 10 points. We've got the Bank Nifty, which is at about 51,140. Advanced decline on your screen, 3:1 in favor of advances. So yeah, I mean, the broader market right out of the gates is looking very solid. The Nifty, though, as you can see on the heat map, is more mixed. So you've got about 15, 16 names which are sort of down, so a few unchanged, and an equal number which are higher as well. So 15 or 20 points lower on the Nifty to begin the day, 24,993. Let's talk about individual names. Surabhi.
Absolutely. Well, on the Nifty, bringing up the red side, BPCL. In fact, let me look at the other oil marketing companies as well. Yeah, even on HPCL, IOC expectedly, there's about a 1% decline coming through over here. Weakness in Hindalco after yesterday's mega rally. We're seeing some weakness on Tata Steel as well. Some of the commodities basically losing ground. There's Shriram Finance, Asian Paints. These are the stocks on the way down. Paints perhaps seeing an impact of the higher oil price, the kind of rally that we've seen yesterday. But then on the flip side, you've got a Power Grid, Ultratech Cement, HCL Tech, which has extended its long-standing partnership with Xerox. That's rubbing off well on the stock. There is some buying on an ONGC, Britannia. Apollo Hospitals is reversing some of yesterday's declines. And L&T is up about 0.5%. The Bank Nifty is doing absolutely nothing, absolutely flat. HDFC Bank is on the flat line. ICICI Bank is hardly changed. Kotak is down about 0.5%. Axis is down about, hardly down, just absolutely flat. And SBI is also at the flat line. So the banks are very, very quiet at this point in time. And we have an even Steven market, actually. Not 1 point up, not 1 point down.
Well, the stock definitely that's in focus is NIT. What a beautiful move, right? Mr. Damani has checked in, and from there the stock is up closer around 45-50%, in a matter of a few sessions. Yesterday it was high, the previous sessions as well it was locked, and today it's up closer around 10%. Let's see whether or not, it does cool off a little bit from here. So that's the stock at around 170 rupees. GSPL, the street clearly believes something's got to give out here, so they're sniffing some kind of action out here. For the time being, the stock is up close to 6%, putting on weight after yesterday's big move. Aarti Drugs, they announced a buyback, very, very small buyback, but the street likes it for now. The stock is up another 3%. Edelweiss Financial, one of the top volume movers today, that stock as well is holding with good gains in today's trading session. High-Tech Pipes, that's another one that's doing rather well in trade today. Remember, they are coming to the market to raise some money via the QIP route. They joined us here on CNBC-TV18 and they guided for better times going ahead. So that's a stock that's in focus as well. It's a good start.
MediAssist, I forgot to mention that. MediAssist is, market likes this acquisition and the pricing perhaps 10% up.
Well, and the writing was on the wall, right? When you're buying an asset that's trading at around 2.5 times price to sales and you are trading at around 5 times price to sales, well, the street will like it. And also on a PE basis, MediAssist trades at more than 45 times. Well, you have the acquired asset that's trading at less than 40 times. So valuation-wise, that asset is fitting in. It increases their market share. And that's the stock of the morning, up 9%. Prashant.
Well, let's look at a few other names before we welcome in our market master today. So 1,300 stocks are higher, and you've got about 700 odd stocks which are lower right now. So actually, it's about 2:1 now, moderated a bit on the downside. Just a few specific names. So, and by the way, keep an eye out on the Nifty, right? And the distance to the previous high. We'll put out a sort of clock in that sense as well and see where we are at. So GSPL is the biggest volume-led gainer. So that's Gujarat State Petronet. That's 6% higher, and GSPL has got humongous volumes, 3.5 million shares on it at this point in time. Oil India is again got humongous volumes. It's up 3%. So with the slight relief in oil prices from 77, we're back above 81. Oil producer like Oil India seeing some relief. Aarti Drugs is up about 3%, 625 right now. GMR GMR Power 2.25%, 129. It was a mover yesterday, at least at start as well. NLC India, we mentioned. A name like Balu Forge, I mean, out of the blue, it's a name we've sort of put out on our chatter list over the last 6-8 months with Nimesh. 5% higher. 800 rupees, and stocks, it's got volumes, and that's why I'm highlighting it. Never ever figures, with volumes at this point in the day. K Fintech is up about 5%. K Fintech is at about 1,060 or so. Shilpa Medicare is coming up with a 3% gain. Stocks at about 755. Shilpa Medicare, of course, has also had a very nice move through the course of this year. Tata Tech is the biggest volume-led loser. Tata Tech is down about 1.6%, and that's at about 1,032. There is CDSL, BPCL, Policy Bazaar, RPSG Ventures, the Sanjeev Goenka Group holding company is down 4%, but it's had a spectacular rally. And Reliance Power is down about 5% as well. It was down 5 yesterday. It's down 5 again this morning as well. So that's essentially the overall picture. We are holding about 25,000, 25,022, and we're up about 12 odd points or so.